I know you've been there. You meet a girl, she's attractive, got that vibe. Things are going smooth. You're texting, she's replying. You think, yeah, this could go somewhere. Then suddenly, she cools off. Fewer texts, shorter replies, distant. You panic, and you make the dumbest move ever. You start throwing words into the silence. Is everything okay? Did I do something wrong? You all right? You try to clarify, explain, reassure. And you don't realize that's the exact moment she loses interest. Why? Because you never understood this one truth. Silence is power. Silence is not a tactic. It's a statement. It says, I don't need a reaction. I'm good whether you stay or not. I've got nothing to prove. And that right there, that calm certainty, is the most dangerous energy a man can give off. You think women are into smooth talkers? Nah, they're into mystery, into men they can't quite read. You think you need to reply on time, add the right emojis, sprinkle some wholesome, caring energy. Nope. She doesn't get obsessed with the guy who's easy to figure out. She gets hooked on the guy who makes her ask, what's he thinking? Why hasn't he replied? Is he talking to someone else? Wait, does he not need me at all? And here's the fun part. The more she guesses, the deeper the emotion goes. You can't make her obsessed by explaining yourself. You make her obsessed by being quiet long enough that she fills in the blanks with her imagination.
Here's a hard truth most men hate to hear. Women aren't attracted to certainty. They're drawn to confusion. She's not obsessed because you're a good guy or because you're smart. She's obsessed because you don't give her a clear box to put you in. I'm not talking about being a manipulative jerk. I'm talking about a deeper level, a lifestyle that doesn't rely on being fully understood. Why? Because the man who says it all, lays out every feeling, always defines the relationship up front, that guy needs control. But the man who keeps her guessing, he doesn't fit into any category. She asks, so, what kind of girls do you like? You don't give a checklist, you shrug. Girls who know what they're doing. Simple, vague, powerful. Now she's thinking, wait, am I that kind of girl? You don't talk much, so she starts talking more to fill the silence. You don't define the relationship, so she starts wondering if you've said the same thing to other women. Uncertainty creates desire. And here's the move most men never figure out. You keep things close enough for her to want more, but just far enough that she never feels sure. When you're mysterious, calm, and in control, you become a question she can't stop asking. And guess what? The human mind hates unfinished puzzles. So she starts searching, guessing, imagining. At some point, she thinks she's getting to know you, but in reality, she's just getting hooked.
There's a type of man women just can't forget. And it's not the guy who's hot, not the guy who's rich, not even the guy with elite-level game. It's the guy who doesn't need anyone to stick around. You know the type. He walks into a room, not trying to impress anyone, doesn't force small talk, doesn't laugh too loud, doesn't chase attention, and because of that, all eyes are on him. Women are drawn to value that doesn't need validation. When you're truly okay being alone, when you don't text just because you're bored, when you say no to a girl without guilt, when you pick your mission, your training, your career over her, that's when you give off the kind of energy no woman can resist. Because you're not using her to fill some hole inside you. You're not trying to hold on to her. You're giving her the rare chance to enter a life that's already full. And if she leaves, you keep walking. No looking back, no asking why. Some people get remembered for how hard they try. You get remembered because you don't. You live. You're calm. You're centered. And in that stillness, people get pulled in. Women don't obsess because you're grabbing onto them. They obsess because you're not holding on, and yet they still can't walk away. When you need no one, you become dangerous. Not because you're cold, but because you're free. And that kind of freedom, the real kind, not the fake I'm good alone mask, that's what makes you stand out from the millions of guys begging for attention. You don't need to be flawless to get her obsessed. You just need to live like you're already chosen. And when you do, she'll do whatever it takes to be chosen by you.